Robert's read them. I'm not going to get into that stuff with you today, but we have 2 manuals that we've made. We've made one that's for licensed people, and there's one for unlicensed people, okay? I'm doing the life license one tonight. You don't technically, it's not a big deal if you don't have your license. It's not like it's illegal for you to look at this, but it's just going to be more geared. So this is going to be up on our website. So the interview is simple, okay? This is, you vetted the person, they're ready to get started, okay? We've gotten to that process. Now we're going to backtrack in a minute, and we'll go through all the scripts. We have all the words, exactly word for word. You'll never have to worry again about what to say, okay? You know what's so crazy, guys? I still screw up all the time when the things I say about my business. You know why? Ask me why, Angelo.
Why, Angelo?
Because I haven't practiced. I just haven't practiced it. Because over the years, I just learned to be in a sharing business. I'm not saying it's bad, but I just got out of, it's not that I don't know the words, but what if I just got down the words in my mind, and instead of being creative, I just knew the words and I could drill the words all the time, and then this entire environment could get good at just the words all the time. We all learn the words in this manual, backwards and forwards, inside and out. The whole environment will change. Let me tell you something. I know a guy, all right? This is exactly what he did, all right? He used to run I think it's TCBY, I'm not sure if they're still in business, a yogurt shop. He was a franchise yogurt shop owner. Came into WFG, 25 years old, something like that. Up in Canada, started doing pretty well, got to a pretty good position of several $100,000 a year, got up to the CEO level, and then went back. He went and created a words of the business manual for his team. His name is Greg Sternecka. He's an EVC. Go look this guy up, okay? And what he did is he did exactly what we're doing right here. He said, look, I'm not leaving anything to chance anymore. I'm not going to tell people to just go out. If you're the type of person that can just go share your heart and you can get a result, God bless you. You're amazing. But I found that you can only get that heart result with like your 5 or 10 good friends, and then after that, you're done. And that's all based on your credibility. If you've been a shy person your whole life, you might not even get 5 or 10 sales. You're done early. And the rest of us have to learn the words, because the words is what's going to get us there. And so what he did is he got his whole team, and I'm telling you, he just trained them. For a couple of years, he just got everybody, he transformed his environment. Guy's at like 1.5 million now, and he's in his mid-30s, okay? And he's not super talented. He's just super duplicatable. The vision I have with this is exactly the same. We're going to just continue, like, these trainings are going to be a repetition until we get this down. Okay, so tonight is a start. We've shown you some test product, and we'll improve on this. But in the meantime, we've got to you got to get on this website. You got to spend some time. You got to invest. You know, lately, I don't know if I look any skinnier, but I've been eating less and riding my bike. Okay, and I ride my bike about 4 to 5 days a week when I can. I ride for 30 to 45 minutes. I used to listen to music. Now I listen to the podcast. I used to listen to podcasts from outside the business. Now I'm listening to Guillermo. I'm listening to different things. I'm listening to Todd's BPM. Why? Because I want to get the words down in my head. So I got them drilled into my head so that we can create an environment where I just walk up to Larry and I say, Larry, you're inviting a CPA. How do you do it? Larry goes, hey, is your practice taking new customers right now? And then I fire over to Phil and I say, Phil, I have this objection. Phil's going to fire back. He's going to give me an answer. That's where we're working towards, okay? So if I have now been with somebody and they're ready to go and they're coming in for an interview, I'd say, hey, before we get started, tell me a little bit about yourself. And maybe they've seen, what intrigued you the most about the 9-minute video or the presentation you saw, whatever they've seen. Now I'm going to say, what would be the #1 reason you'd want to give this business a try? On a scale of 1 to 10, how proactive do you say you are, and what questions do you have? I mean, you literally just do these few things. The person will tell you what they liked, whether they're proactive, And then when they ask their questions, remember, they've already seen a lot. They've already heard a lot. You follow? So it's not going to be as many questions. You answer their questions. You share some information with, and let me know what grabs your attention the most. You show them our platform, what our platform is. I want to show information. Know what grabs your attention the most. And then it's so simple. Determine what area they find most intriguing. If they're interested, they say, okay, collected fees, summarize the cost, and we're ready to get started. Now, once I brought a new person in, right now we don't have to worry so much about the interview, okay? We need to get people in, right? So it's important that when a new person gets started, take them to the website like I did tonight, okay? Show them the different videos. They should watch all the videos, okay? But also take them to Business Building on Demand. Show them that, look, this is our local leaders. Show them, like, hey, this is Shantae, this is Anthony, this is Todd. These are the people that are going to be training you at the office. People see you on a video, it just gives credibility, all right? This little stupid camera, it doesn't look like much, but it's $1,000 right here just to have this up and running and working. Just the equipment and the service is $1,000. I mean, that costs money. It also costs money to, put those videos on the website and host the website. I mean, we're a couple $1,000s in just getting it to the basic format that it's at. And how much have you guys paid? Nothing. Some of the SMDs have contributed. Some can't seem to remember that they have to contribute, right? but some have contributed, and I asked for it. But here's my point: just go through and show them what we have, and maybe even a podcast that they can listen to. Wouldn't you want them to hear podcast number 3 from Guillermo, that one we just watched for 30 minutes? Every new person just listens to that for 30 minutes about how you contact people, what you say, what you don't say, and so on and so forth. Now, orientation appointment, right? This is what we call the fast start, right? So the person is ready to go, and now we're a licensed person, we're taking them through. So complete all the required training for your proper license. Use the automatic E&O for the reduced rate and sign up for direct deposit. So we want to challenge a person to go out and get their license right away, right? And, describe the process to get to WFG website, demonstrate access to the referral providers. If they want to do a bulk referral, show them how to do it. Show them the website, show them the tools. A lot of times, people would come in, we don't show them anything. They just come in, go out in the field. Well, show them the tools, right? Describe Outstand. Outstand powers Campaign Manager and they power WealthWay. That's why we changed the wording on this. We're not here to confuse anybody. But Outstand is our premier workstation for technology-based marketing. The premier version is highly recommended and will impact their effectiveness. So go right for the $29 and get them started. Now, if I'm with a person who is cost sensitive, they're down on their luck right now, then let them use your website for a little while. It's okay. I don't want somebody thinking, man, if I don't have that website, I can't do it. No, you can still do it. It's just a little bit better if you have your website. So just say it's being built. It's in the process of being set up. I'll have it in a couple of weeks. People understand that. But in the meantime, let me show you what I have. Right? Pick a day of the week. This is important. You say, look, Diamond, you're brand new. One day a week, I want to have a 10-minute call with you. You Shantae, should do this, or you could do it with me even if you want. I want to have a 5 or a 10-minute call every week where we just check on your progress. What day of the week would be best? And you schedule it in like an appointment. So I know that on Tuesday at 6:30, Diamond and I were going to have maybe a 15-minute call, a 5-minute call, whatever is needed, just to check off on where she's at. You know how much different her business will look if I actually take the lead? So just go through this checklist. I know what some of you want to do. I like that. I don't like that. This isn't a buffet. Just try it. There's a lot of trial and error here, folks. A lot of things we've done. Outline the training program and weekly schedule to businessbuildingondemand.com. Show them our team website. We talked about that. Share some realistic business preview, kind of the compensation plan, right? Give them an idea of what they can make. We have the compensation plan right on our website. If you go under forms on business building on demand, there's a great explanation of the compensation plan. And I think it's powerful to share that. All right, now, the very first week, so like I've got Diamond, she's brand new, right? So this week, what she should do, she got her website set up, she should put in 25 contacts inside the workstation, okay? She's gonna review the text, and we're gonna go through those scripts in a minute, and she's gonna send out 20 videos in the manner of your choosing. I really like what Guillermo said. Because if I send 20 videos out today, it's going to be hard to make 20 calls tomorrow. So what I like is, I'm going to tell her, hey, Diamond, let's do 5 today, follow up on those 5 tomorrow, right? And do 5 more tomorrow. So after 2 days, I've done 10. After 3 days, I've done 15. After 4 days, I've done 20. So I can do 20, but I want to manage it into smaller bite sizes so that I can hold her to those 5 calls, okay? And now, by the way, what's our call about on Tuesday at 6:30 when it's set up? Hey, Diamond, how did we do on the 20 contacts? And we have that conversation. Angelo, I only sent out 10 this week. On Wednesday, this happened. Man, I sent out all 20. Well, how many did you follow up on? Well, I've been busy at it. Well, we got to work on that. Oh, no, I sent out 20. I asked for permission on 20. I got 18 appointments next week, right? We can measure that very simply just by, it's such a simple focus for her. I have to tell her 100 different things to think about because when I joined, we would always say, Brett, I need you to bring guests, but you can't tell them anything. Because, Brett, you're new. What the heck you know? And it's true, by the way. It's not like, but see, now, so Brett goes and invites Charlie down. He goes, hey, man, what are you doing Tuesday? What are you doing Thursday? He's like, I don't know, man. Well, I want you to come to Oak Brook. He's like, well, I live in the city, man. Oak Brook's pretty far. Yeah, but I'm in this thing, and I want you to see, and there's a lot of good people. They want to meet you. And so now, all of a sudden, he's like, well, what the hell is it, Brett? He goes, well, I really can't tell you. He's like, let me get this straight, man. You want me to drive to Oak Brook, right, and meet some people, but you can't tell me what it is. That was our business plan. And by the way, for a long, long time. Do you understand? And by the way, so what happened is Charlie thinks that Brett's being deceitful. Brett's not being deceitful. Because Brett doesn't know anything, so he really can't say anything because he really doesn't know anything. So you want me to go see something that you don't know. Well, he does know stuff. He just doesn't know how to explain it. He knows enough that he paid $100, he came 2 or 3 times, maybe he's a client, he likes what he's doing. So he does know stuff. That's not the case. The problem is he doesn't know how to explain it. So I'm telling somebody who knows something, you really don't know how to explain it, but you have to tell this guy that you don't know anything, but you really do know something. So right out of the gate, the guy's already lying to his friend because he knows it, he just doesn't feel comfortable explaining it. And we built our whole business on that. So now what happened, this is the worst part. Brett then invites Charlie. Charlie goes, dude, that sounds weird. You're weird. I don't like you. Don't call. And then the next day, he calls him up to go watch the Bears game. Now, he doesn't watch TV, but let's just say Brett watched TV, right? Oh, he's so smart, okay? So he doesn't watch TV. That makes you automatically smart, okay? So the next day, he calls up Charlie, and Charlie's pissed because he didn't like the way he was treated on the phone. So he doesn't even respond to him. So now Brett got rejected, and now his friend don't want to hang out with him. You think he might go online and write down some stuff and say this thing is stupid, or it's a scam, or it doesn't work? Because he failed, he didn't like the way it felt, nobody likes the way it feels, and then they get negative. But if Brett sends him a video and he goes, it was all right, but not really for me, he goes, okay, cool, man, I'll see it. Well, we're still on for the game next week? Sure. There's no like personal to it.
Right.
So that's why we have a saying. Sometimes you recruit 3 people and 4 people quit, because then Brett gets negative and he goes to the office and he's negative and he starts talking to another new member and he goes, Diamond, did you hear what happened to me, man? I invited my friend and then he didn't like it, and then Diamond goes, man, I was about to invite somebody, I bet the same thing's gonna happen to me, and then next week they both don't come to the meeting. You think it don't happen? It happens every week, all right? So We ensure that all the training and appointments are completed for proper use. Review the assigned training. Go through our website. Identify the couple of Guillermo things that you really like. Anthony's got a nice 4-step close on there. There's, Todd does a good, whatever you like, but identify a couple of things that they can have. Get people on GroupMe, okay? I had a whole talk about GroupMe yesterday, okay? I'll kind of be honest with you. I don't really like social media. The reason I don't like it is because it's so much BS. Almost everybody on social media is lying and trying to make themselves look like they're something that they're not. It's why I can't stand it. However, if I want to post pictures of my children and I want my cousins in Italy to see it, it doesn't make sense for me to print them, put them in an envelope, and mail them to Italy. I just post them, right? And if I want to get information out quickly about a birthday party to my family, just boom, it's done. Whatever you want to do, there's a lot of advantages to using the technology for your, to save time. If I want to call a meeting, I had to have a conference call today with my SMDs. Like in the past, they have to call, they just put out a couple of text messages, a couple of group messages, and people show up, right? GroupMe is something that there may be people that use it in a way you don't like, and I can promise you that I feel the same way you do. Okay, I can go on a whole tirade about this, which I'm not going to do, okay? But I can't stand the way a lot of people use GroupMe and all kinds of stuff. Because it's like, oh, they sneezed and they put it on GroupMe, okay? But then, we have the Thursday night crew and the Monday morning crew. And we're all so sophisticated that we don't want to post unless we did like a $500,000 rollover. Other than that, we don't want to post anything. Okay? Now, I'm with you, I hear you, and I understand why you're that way. However, you have to understand how a other person on the outside who's not like you sees it. Okay? Diamond is new. She gets on GroupMe. I don't know if she's even on. Okay? You're on? Okay. So Diamond's on there, and that day, all of you decided, I didn't do a $500,000 rollover, so I'm not going to post it. We could have done a bunch of things that day, but because she doesn't know, she goes, man, these guys don't do anything. That isn't even true, but she's like, man, maybe that office isn't as good. So, for example, you take a look at our meetings. Okay, our meetings are small. But what a lot of people don't understand is we have a meeting on Monday morning, we have a meeting on Tuesday night, we have a meeting on Wednesday, we have a meeting on Thursday, and we have a meeting on Saturday, all in my hierarchy. Victor Salvador has one meeting a week for his whole hierarchy on Wednesdays. So if all my hierarchy showed up on one day, we would fill the room to the rafters. But our team right now is a group of people. Everybody wants to be an individual and run their own show, and I respect that, by the way. That's fine with me, okay? As long as we're at least in agreement about the plan forward, we don't have any problems. But if you don't know that, you might think, this guy's a CEO, he's got 20 people in the room? No, I've got 400 licensed people in my organization. We're on 5 different nights. You don't know what's going on here because we don't have that synergy. But it's the same thing like GroupMe. If we don't talk about things, if people don't see what's really going on, that's why I get frustrated even with GroupMe. Because everybody's got a base shop group and then a subgroup upon that. And what ends up happening is all the messages get watered down to where it's just your little base shop, and then your team, I'm telling you, this is how human beings are. They see that you rarely post, so they assume nothing's going on in your business, when really if they were plugged into the big picture, and you get on GroupMe and every day there's 50 positive things that are happening, that's motivational. So right now, if you're sending out a video and getting an appointment, I want you to post it on, you don't have to post it on just do it on the Thursday group, that's fine with me, okay? But post that you got an appointment. If you send a video, I don't want to hear about it. I don't care if you sent a video. I care that you sent a video, you asked for permission, and you got an appointment, put that on there, because that's where we're at in our process. So I'm just asking you guys that you don't understand, because the people who really don't understand is people that don't have teams. I'm not trying to pick on you. I love you. But you don't understand how you don't understand how a team works. And therefore, you're like, why is it relevant if I post this? Because in a team environment, there has to be encouragement. And if you don't have one, you don't even know, like, hey, you can't, if you don't have a team coming around, it's hard to understand what a new person is thinking. So therefore, you continue not to post, and you continue not, I had a big meeting yesterday about the importance of coming to a meeting, and not everybody got the message. They're like, well, I got this, because like, to every person, their excuse is like the most important thing in the world to them. I get that. I do it too. Okay? I'm guilty of it myself. But if everything else is a priority, you're sending a really loud message to your people about what you value. Okay? It's just like that for everything. So if you don't really value the meeting, it's very reflective in the amount of people that you have coming. And it's very reflective in the business that you have. And it's very reflective in the business model that you buy into. It's just the way that it works. It's not a criticism, it's a fact. Are you following me in what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all I want you to understand is nothing can change for any of us unless we really, really adopt and really, really take ownership of the environment. The next week 2 and week 3, this is all just following up and sending more videos, and it's step by step. But if you do your weekly meeting, because now when I call Diamond, I'm now on week 2. If you didn't set up that weekly accountability call with that new member because you just never did it before or you forgot, take the whole manual and there's no point in the manual. The whole point of the manual is that it's a follow-up tool so that I've set up a call with her once a week to talk. So we call and say, hey, how'd it go? She goes, hey, I got 20 videos out. I got 8 appointments set up. Rocking and rolling. Great. Listen, this is what I want you to do the second week. I want you to go through the client onboarding process. And there is a whole video right on Business Building on Demand that tells you how to go through and how we onboard a client from top. And there's a podcast on it. You can listen to it. Follow up with the scripts, which you're going to get to here in a second. Set a minimum of another 5 appointments and get the next videos going. All right, Diamond, go get it. See you next week at 6:30. Week 3 rolls around. Hey, how'd we do? How'd it go the last week, Diamond? You get your 3, we got those 5 appointments. We talk about, there's a lot to talk about at this point, right? We get the 3-3-30 going. Maybe, again, another training strategic for that week. Maybe now you want them to hear the 4-step close because there's some good stuff there. Or maybe you want them to hear the fast start training. Input the next 25 contacts in the workstation and get another 20 videos out. Much of these technical skills are going to be acquired in the first weeks of activity because now, what's happening in between, guys? Diamond and I and Shantae, we are in the field like crazy. We're 3 weeks in, but her confidence is through the roof because we're just sending these videos out. There's no rejection happening, right? There'll be rejection on the video, but no rejection personal, right? We complete week 4, week 5, and we start talking about, and here, I'm gonna, you can go through that. But the bottom line is, we want to get 10 appointments set up. It takes at least a year to really learn a business. It takes several years to build a successful practice. Give yourself some time. The leadership team is a network of potential mentors and teachers. We encourage matchup. The discussion about the company and team culture is essential. We pride ourselves in doing it right and doing it with pride. Your name and reputation will keep you in business long term. So, let people know what you're a part of. We're part of the Thursday night group. Man, we're kind of we're an up and coming group in the office. There's 5 different trainings a week that go on, but our Thursday night guys, we're up and coming, we're kind of leading the way with technology. It's exciting because it's a small group and we're really positioning ourselves to grow. You're not going to be a number in the crowd. That's one way of saying it. Because how many times I've come to a meeting and I'm crunched in the back with my head against the wall, that doesn't always feel good either. You feel like a number in the crowd, right? It's all how you position, but create some pride. Learn the words, okay? So here's the best part, and this is the part I've really been talking about. Again, you don't have to worry about writing this down. You can take a picture, but we're going to put it online in a little bit, okay? And then what we'll do, Jeff, is as we edit it, every time we edit it, we'll remove the old version and we'll just put in the new version. That way you'll always have the freshest version outside. So here's what you say, okay? You want to know what to say. Angelo, what do I say? I partner with a financial literacy company that's teaching people how money really works. We're expanding in the Chicagoland area and we're looking for some good people. We literally took this word for word, Robert. Okay, I mean, I don't know how many hours he spent on this. But it's right from Guillermo. He didn't make it up. It's word for word from Guillermo. So I appreciate him so much for doing this. Because I've done this before, which it takes a long time. We're looking for some good people. I want to send you a video and get your thoughts. That's not threatening. Will you check it out? Would you prefer me email it or to text it to you? By the way, I said that to that guy, Patrick. And I wound up sending it to both. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback. I'll call you tomorrow. I mean, is that not perfect? Yep. I mean, if you just did nothing else, just forget. I'm going to go through a bunch of these. Just memorize that. Wherever you go, just if you go to bed tonight, just lay in bed tonight, just try to get. I partner with a financial literacy company that's teaching people how money really works. We're expanding in the Chicagoland area, and we're looking for some good people. I want to send you a video and get your thoughts. Would you check it out for me? Would you prefer email or text? I'm looking forward to hearing back, and I'll call you tomorrow. So simple. Or, that's too long. I just started working on a project I'm really excited about. I value your opinion. It's important to me. Can you help? Great. I'm sending you a video. I love your feedback. You can do that with a buddy. You know, you start getting too... If I did that to Anthony, my brother, he'd be like, what the hell are you talking about, Ange? You're at the bank last week. What are you talking about? Right? But with my brother, I can say, hey, I'm working on a project. I'm really excited about it. I value your opinion. I'm going to send you a video. Give me your feedback. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Different people, different approach. I'm going to send you information on what I'm doing. Would you prefer email or text? Send a How Money Works video. How Money Works site for the quiz. Can you look at in the next 24 hours? I look forward to hearing your feedback. Hey, I'd like to send you some information on what I'm doing. Would you prefer email or text? Doing something new. I want to send you some information on what I'm doing. Okay. I look forward to hearing your feedback.
This is the, sorry,
Yeah.
This is the asking for permission?
Yes. Yeah, any of these. Just asking for permission. Just get comfortable with one of these. Listen, hey, I'm doing something new. I just started a new branch in my company. I just hired a new marketing company. Whatever you want to say, just be honest. I'm partnering with somebody new in my business, and I want to send you some information. Would you prefer email or text? And you could just send them a little video. Is that simple?
Yep.
You do that?
Yes.
All right. Let's say you're talking to a professional. Are you taking on new clients?